A warm welcome to Anuradha Vedic Astrology. Today we are going to talk about a very beautiful concept of Karaka Bhavnashaya, and we are going to look at it in the divisional charts. But before that, a big thanks to all of you for liking, sharing and subscribing to our YouTube and Spotify channels and writing in your questions, writing in your suggestions there. If you haven't subscribed to us, please do, and do remember to press the bell icon so that you can get the updates ASAP. Now, Sheshadri Ayarji, who's pioneered and done a lot of work in divisional charts, the Varga Kundalis, has given a lot of principles on how to assess the Varga Kundalis. They are very important, and amongst one of those principles is stated that if the Lord the Karak of a particular Varga Kundali is on the Varga Kundali's Lagna, then that chart will show a lot of problems. What does that mean? Let me explain it to you. So, it means that supposing Jupiter, the Karak of children, is placed on the Lagna of the D7, which is said to be the chart for children, Saptamsha. If on the chart of D3, and we are talking about people here, the chart related to people here. If on the chart of D3, if the Varga chart, Mars is placed, Mars is the or Jupiter, Mars is the Karak for younger siblings and Jupiter is the Karak for elder siblings. If they are placed, then they will show problems regarding whichever planet that is placed there. If Sun or Moon are placed in the D12 chart, similarly, it can show problems regarding our parents or problems to parents, either of which can happen. When Venus is placed on the chart of the D9, because Venus is the Karaka for spouse, there shows problem with spouse. Let me show this to you again with an example. Now, this is a chart of a person. You see here the 7th lord is Venus and it is placed on the Lagna. So, we know that the person's spouse would have a control over him. Okay? How so? Because whichever planet sits on the Lagna, that is the planet that will define the way things are happening, or that is the planet that will influence the Lagna, Lagna being the person himself or herself. Here in this case, you also need to see that whenever there is a transit on the Lagna or on the 7th house, say transit of Rahu-Ketu, why are we taking these transits more so? Because they are malefic transits, and malefic transits tend to affect to us in a negative manner. Whenever there is a transit of the malefic, the Lagna would be highly affected, and also the 7th house and the 7th lord is also affected. So, the malefic transits will bring lot of problems to the marriage. This the D1 is saying. Now, when you look into the D9, things go all the more deeper, because in the D9, Virgo is the Lagna, and on the Virgo Lagna we have Venus sitting. Venus is in when Venus gets debilitated in Virgo, and when Venus is sitting on the D9 chart, the first thing that comes to my mind is there are problems in the marriage, because Venus in the D9 on the Lagna, and that too debilitated, has a lot to say as a story. Let us not forget that the Nakshatra of Venus in the D1 is 8 degree, which is Anuradha. So, it may seem that they are friends, but the spouse knows exactly how to get things done by the person, knows how to key the person up, or exactly the way to behave with the person, so that the person does things that he or that she so desires. When you look at the D9, you will find that Venus is in 17 degrees in Hasta. The person goes out and makes certain or does things intentionally to create issues around. More so, you will see that the Lagna lord of the D9 is sitting in the 7th house, aspecting the Lagna along with Jupiter. We will say that there are a lot of benefic aspects here even then, so it so happened that the person did confirm that there was issues in the marriage. After the marriage, within a year or two, the lady made such issues or created such a situation that the person had to let go or had to separate from his family members. And as of now, the things are that the marriage is not very well. It's just on paper. They are together, but they do not live together. They are under the same roof because of other family members and because of elders in the family. So when you look at such charts, you have to remember that the Karako Bhavanashaya, or the principle of when the Karak is of any divisional chart is placed on the Lagna of that divisional chart, brings with it a lot of problems. Though we think it's nice, it isn't, because the 7th house, for example, here will also be very much disturbed. That shows that anything happening to the Lagna of the D9 will also impact the Karak of D9, and hence there is a lot of problems when a bad malefic transit takes place. So we have to be very careful about these small things when we take up divisional charts and make predictions about them. Till we meet with you again, stay safe. Thank you.
Please hit the bell icon for fresh updates. Don't forget to like, share and comment on the videos, and please subscribe to our channel.